شاء الله موضوع يعني بسيط. خليني بس أشيك. يعني لسه العدد قليل اللي مسلم، توقعت أكثر كونه إحنا باقينا فقط يومين، فأمل إنه يعني تبادروا بتسليم الهومورك. ريما، عندي سؤال بخصوص الواجب، تفضل اسألي. شو سؤالك؟ انتظر سؤالك يا ريما. هل لازم نحل في ملف البوكلت؟ أنا حليت في ملف الأسئلة ورفعتها على لمس. هو مو لازم، بس عشان تتجنب البلاجرزم يعني والتشابه، يعني لأنه هناك عامل الصفحة الأولى كصورة فما راح يقرأ، لكن قدر الإمكان بنراعي بهذا الشيء. إذا أنت حليتي بنفسك وما شاركتي مع أحد فإن شاء الله الأمور خير. أنا خايف ترجع تحملي من جديد، يعني يصير مشكلة يعني معك. على العموم ارجعي حملي وبلغيني في الوقت المناسب، يعني ما تحطيني في آخر وقت. يعني إذا حملتي عدتي تحميله اليوم بلغيني حتى أتأكد إنه تم تسليم الملف بشكل جيد، لأنه أحيانا الطالب بيعمل تعديل على ملفه وبنحذف بدون ما ينتبه، فما ببين إنه سلم وهو ما سلم. بالإيميل يا ريما بلغيني، كيف بدك تبلغيني؟ طيب، هذه الأمور الخاصة يعني لو الطالب يراسلني فيها بالإيميلات أفضل من وقت المحاضرة. على العموم نبدأ محاضرتنا. يلا. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. إن شاء الله today we will start with tutorial number 7, trigonometric function. In this tutorial we will study how to convert from radian measure to degree measure, and we will study the trigonometric function in right triangle, how can find the derivative or and integration of a trigonometric function sine and cosine. Also we will study the tangent line, how can find the tangent line, how can find the derivative, how can find the integration of a tangent, not tangent line, tangent trigonometric function. Okay. In general, we have to measure radian and degree to measure any angle. To convert between them, we must use this formula to convert from radian and degree we must use the formula from radian to degree. We must use this formula, degree measure equal the radian multiplied by 180 degree over pi. The degree must be put in the circle, white circle, as exponent. This means this number for the degree type of measure the angles, okay? But the radian put it the number without add any symbol, okay? This is real number, radian. To convert from degree to radian, so the radian equal the degree multiplied by pi over 180 degree, like this. For example, this degree and this radian, 90 degree, how convert to radian? Negative pi over 3, 150 degree, and 5 pi over 4. So we need to convert to another type of measure of angles. If we have 90 degree, to convert to radian, we use this formula. Radian equal the degree equal 90 multiplied by pi over 180, remove 0, 0, 9 over 8 equal 1 over 2. So remove 1, remove 18 equal 2. So we have pi over 2. This is the number. This equal the 90 degree. 90 degree in degree measure. Pi over 2. This is the measure of angle in the radian. Okay. Now, if we have radian minus or negative pi over 3 to convert degree, this is equal degree equal minus pi over 3 multiplied by, we use this formula, 180 over pi. Now remove pi with pi, so we have negative 180 over 3 equal what? Equal 60 degree. So this is a method to convert from degree to radian and from radian to degree. Now, if we have 150 to convert to radian, 150 multiplied by pi over 180. Remove 0 with 0, and by divide over 3, we have 5. By divide over 3, we have 6. So we have 5 pi over 6. Now we have 5 pi over 4. To convert to degree, measure 5 pi over 4 multiplied by 180 degree over pi. Remove pi with pi. 180 over 4. This is 1. This is 45. 45 multiply 5 equal 5 multiply 5, 25, 22. So we have 225 degree. Okay. Any question? Any question? Okay. Now We have also two types of angle, negative angle and positive angle. Positive angle, if we have terminal and initial, this is initial side, and we have terminal side, and this is the direction from initial to terminal. So if we have counterclockwise, we have positive angle. But if we have initial side and terminal side and the direction clockwise, so we have negative angle like this. Also we have straight angle like this. This is straight angle. This equal 180 degree or pi. And we have right angle. This is 90 degree or pi over 2. This is زاوية القائمة, right angle. And we have, this is angle, the terminal on the initial. So we have 360 or 2 pi. اللي هي بنسميها الزاوية الدورة كاملة. This is to convert to radian. Just this degree multiplied by pi over 180, remove 0 with 0, pi divide over 9, this is equal to, divide by 9, this is equal 5 pi over 2. And this is the same, okay? Now, sometimes we have angle with measure plus 2 pi. For example, if we have angle like this, 30 degree or 30, 90 degree, this is the same direction because 30 degree, this is equal 30 degree, okay? 360, this is equal what? This is 390, this is 360, okay? And plus 30 degree, so we have the same direction, okay? The same direction. Okay, this is 300 degree and this is 390 degree. So we have the same direction. So if we have any angle with this one, look at this, we have this 300 negative 360 degree, and we have this one minus 180. So we have negative 360 minus or plus negative 180. So we have equal 0, 4, 1, 5. Okay, so we have 540 or negative 2 pi plus negative pi, so we have negative 3 pi. Okay. Now we have trigonometric, write the trigonometric function sine and cosine. This is from triangle right triangle. Right triangle with T angle, and we have adjacent X adjacent for T, adjacent side المجاور للT, and Y this is opposite of T, هي مقابل الزاوية T, and R this is hypotenuse. Hypotenuse اللي هو الوتر دائما مقابل right angle، مقابل الزاوية القائمة في مثلث قائم الزاوية. So the sign directly sine of T, and we have cosine of T, and we have tan of T. The sine of T equal what? Equal opposite مقابل over hypotenuse. So we have y over r. But cosine equal what? Adjacent over hypotenuse. So we have x over r. And tan of t equal opposite over hypotenuse. So we have y over x, like this. Okay. Now, also the r square equal x square plus y square. R square, the hypotenuse, equal what? Opposite square plus adjacent square. So if we need to find the R, this is equal x square plus y square under radical. Okay. الادجسنت اللي هو المجاور، في عندنا 3 أضلاع، هذا التي لمثلث قائم الزاوية. اوكي اوكي سوري adjacent. Sorry. Now, if we need to find the x square equal what? R square minus y square. So the value of x equal radical r square minus y square. If we need to find the y square, this is equal r square minus x square. And we can conclude y equal r square minus x square. Okay, now example about this. Need more blank slide. Example, let T is the radian measure of the angle shown. Find this is T, angle T, and this is 2 side and hypotenuse equal 3. The opposite of T equal 2. Okay, wait. Now we need to find the sine of T, number 2, cosine of T, number 3, tan of T. Sine of T equal directly, this is T, this is X, R, and Y. So the sine of T equal Y over R, because this is opposite over hypotenuse. So we have 2 over 3. But the cosine equal x over r. X, this is unknown. R equal 3, but x, how can find x? X square equal what? R square minus y square. Pythagoras. This is square, x square equal r square equal 9 minus y square equal 4. So we have 5. Take the radical. So x equal radical 5 without negative because this is the side, the length of side. So we have radical 5 over 3. The tan t equal opposite y over adjacent x. So we have 2 over x equal radical 5, like this. Okay, any question? Any question? Okay, good. Example, let t equal 0.25 and a equal 8. Find b and c. The solution, if we have this right angle and we have, this is C, B and T, A equal 8, like this, and T equal 0.25. To find the B, look at the sine. Sine equal what? Sine of T equal A over C. Cosine of T equal what? B over C. The tan T equal what? A over B. Now we need to find the B. So which one can be used? We must use the tan T because A noun, T noun, but B unknown. We can find it by tan. So the tan T equal A over B. Now tan 0.25 equal A 8 over B. So the B equal what? Cross product. B equal what? 8 over tan 0.25. Okay, 0.25. So by calculator, this is equal what? Equal what? 8 over 10, 0. Equal. Give me your answer. Please check. This is degree. This is impossible. The value of B equal 1,833. This is the value of side. This is impossible. Please check your calculator in the radian, because this is radian. This is not degree. If this is degree, must we put it like this. So check if the system in your calculator in the degree measure, in radian measure. You can change it by press shift and set up and choose number, for example, radian 4. Okay, what's the value for the B? Yes, 31.33. This is the value of B. Okay, if we need to find the C, which one must be used? Sine. Sine 0.25. This is equal A over C. This is the sine of T. So the sine 0.25. This is equal 8 over C. So the value of C equal 8 over sine 0.25. This is equal what? 8 over sine 0.25. 32.33. Yes. Okay. Any question? Any question? Here we have some properties in sine and cosine. For example, this one, the first property, sine square plus cosine square equal 1. The second one, if we have add 2 pi or subtract 2 pi for any angle, so we have the same sine and cosine. And for example, and cosine, wait, for example, cosine for 370 degree, this is equal cosine 10 degree. Okay, because 10 plus 360 equal 370, so this is the same value. If we add 360 or 2 pi or subtract 360 or 2 pi, we have the same cosine or in sine. Number 3, if we have negative in the angle of cosine, we can remove this is negative. Okay, we can remove the negative angle, but if we have negative in sine must be put it outside the sine. So for example here, cosine negative 300, this is the same cosine 300, 30 degree, sorry. But in sine, for example, sine minus 10 degree, this is equal minus sine 10 degree. Okay. Now, in this one, if we have cosine in another way, if we have cosine LA equal sine LB, must the value A and B equal 90 degree or pi over 2. If the two angle equal 90 degree, so the sine of the first equal cosine of the second. Okay. Now, if we need to distribute the sine on the first angle and the second, put it the sine S and sine T, and put it cosine T, cosine S, between them addition. Okay. Example about these properties. Example number 1. If the sine of t equal half, find the cosine of t. Number 2. If the sine t plus 2 pi, this is equal 0.7. Find the sine of t. Number 3. If the cosine of t equal 0.75. Find cosine negative t. Number 4. If the cosine 10 degree equal 0.8. Find the sine 80 degree. If we have sine and we need to find the cosine, we can use cosine square plus sine square equal 1. This is formula. So square. So the cosine square minus half square equal 1 over 4 equal 1. Okay, so the cosine square equal, move the plus, this is a plus, move the 1 over 4 to another side, so we have 1 minus 1 over 4, so we have 3 over 4. Take the roots for both sides, so we have cosine of t equal radical 3 over radical 4 equal 2. And the second, if we have add 2 pi, so the sine of t equal the sine of t plus 2 pi, and this is equal 0.7. This is the same. And the third, cosine of negative t, this is equal cosine of t. This is the same. So this is equal 0.75. Number 4, sine 80 degree, this is equal cosine 10 degree. Why? Because 80 plus 10 equal 90. If the addition of two angles of sine and cosine equal 90, so this is the same, sine and cosine. So this is equal 0.8. Okay? Any question? Okay, now we go to the derivative of sine and cosine and tan. Wait. Derivatives of sine, cosine, and tan. Number 1, if we have f of x equals sine x, so the first derivative of sine equal cosine, and if we have the cosine, the first derivative equal negative sign. So return to sign but negative. But if we have f of x equal tan x, this is equal the first derivative equal f prime secant square x or 1 over cosine square. So the first derivative equals secant square or 1 over cosine square. Example about this. Find f prime number 1 f of x equal x square multiplied by sine x plus 5 cosine x. Number 2 f of x equal ln 2x minus cosine x. Number 3 f of x equal sine x multiplied by cosine x. Number 4 f of x equal e to the power 2x over tan lx. F prime of x equal, this is a product, this is product, so we need to apply the product rules. The derivative of the first 2x multiplied by the second sine x plus now the first multiplied by the derivative of the second, derivative of sine equal cosine plus 5 cosine, this is equal 5 negative sine. So we can put it this negative here. Okay, so negative 5x. Okay, okay, Yazid, this is a product. What's secant? Secant is secant x equal 1 over cosine x. This is the same. Okay, Yazid, ask me about the secant. So secant square equal cosine square. The derivative of ln equal the ln equal fraction, derivative equal fraction. In denominator, this is the same inside the ln. In numerator, the derivative inside the ln. 2x equal 2. Negative cosine equal negative negative sign, so plus sign. Okay. Also here we have product sine multiply cosine. So the derivative of the first cosine x multiplied by cosine x minus plus the first sine x. The derivative of cosine equal negative sign. So put it negative sign. So this is equal cosine square minus sine square like this. The derivative of the 4, this is f prime equal, this is a fraction, quotient rules. Derivative of numerator 2e to x multiplied by tan x minus e to x multiplied by the derivative of tan equals secant square over tan square lx. Product قاسم product rules. في عندي sine, this one multiply by cosine, product rule. Okay يا قاسم. If we have function as angle, so we don't have sine x, for example, sine radical x, sine x squared, sine and in sine e to the power x. So if we have function inside the lane, so inside the sine or cosine or tan, how can find the derivative? So the second rule, if we have f of x equal sine and with angle gx, so the f prime equal the derivative of sine cosine, okay, and put it g of x as it is, the angle, and find the derivative of the angle like this. And you can firstly find the derivative of the angle, multiply by the derivative of sine cosine, and put it the same angle. The angle not change before and after the derivative, the angle not change, but outside the angle may be change. Sine equal cosine, cosine equal minus sine, multiplied by g prime. This is outside of angle, but the angle not change. Look at this, the sine with angle g, after derivative cosine with the angle g. G not change inside the sine or cosine. If we have f of x cosine, this is the same derivative. F prime equal derivative of g, g prime. Derivative of cosine, negative, put it negative, okay, and sine, and not change the angle. Okay, also in tan, if we have f of x tan g, tan of g and x. So the first derivative equal g prime of g multiplied by secant square, and inside this g also. Okay, now example about this. Example, find f prime number 1, f of x equal sine x squared plus radical e, or sorry, cosine ex. Number 2, f of x equal plane 3 cosine 2x to the power 3 plus tan radical x. Number 3, f of x equal sine, and inside the sine we have angle cosine, or we have square for cosine or sine, for example, cosine square for the 5x, like this. The solution, f prime here, the product of angle 2x, and the derivative of the angle x square equal to x. The derivative of sine equal cosine, and put it the same angle, plus derivative of radical equal fraction in denominator 2 multiply cosine ex. Okay, in numerator find the derivative of cosine ex. What's the derivative of ex? Ex. Derivative of cosine, negative sine ex. Okay, any question? Any question?
الديريفيتيف حق الكوزاين دائما تكون سالب ساين.
نعم. Number 2, what's the derivative of ln? This is a fraction 3 cosine 2x to the power 3. In numerator, the derivative of 3 cosine 2x to the power 3. This equal 3. Derivative of angle, this is 6x. Derivative of cosine negative, put it negative, sine, and put it the same angle. Plus tan radical. What's the derivative of radical? 1 over 2 radical x. What's the derivative of tan? Secant square radical x. Like this. This is equal, after simplify, we can remove 3 with 3, so we have minus 6x sine 2x to the power 3 over cosine 2x to the power 3 plus secant square radical x over 2 radical x, like this. Number 3. minus 3. هذه مش في عندي 3 هون، تنزل كما هي، صح؟ والنيجاتيف أجا من الديريفاتيف اوف كوساين، هو نيجاتيف ساين. واضح يا جاسم؟ Now, number 3, f prime of x equal, this is angle. So the derivative of angle equal minus sine x. Derivative of sine equal cosine. Inside of cosine, the angle cosine. Minus. This is equal what? This is equal cosine 5x all to the power 2, like this. Cosine square, what's the meaning cosine square? This is cosine all square. Cosine 5x all square. So, how can find the derivative of function to the power n? This is equal, put it 2, and inside the brackets, put it as it is, new power equal 1. Now the derivative of inside the brackets equal negative sine, negative 5, sorry, because we have the derivative of 5x, 5. Derivative of cosine, negative sine of 5x, like this. After simplify, we have minus sine x, cosine, the cosine x, plus 10, because we have negative, negative, 10 cosine 5x, 3 sine, and 5x, like this. Okay? Not minus sine 5. This is derivative of 5x equal 5. So minus 5 sine 5x. Okay? Must be find the derivative of the angle. Okay, Yazid. Okay, integration of a trigonometric function, the integral of sine at x and cosine at x. Number 1, the integral of sine x dx equal negative cosine x plus c, and the integral of cosine x dx equal sine x plus c, because the derivative of sine cosine, the derivative of negative cosine equals sine. Okay, but if we have ax, for example, integral of sine ax dx, or integral of cosine ax dx, so we have negative cosine ax, please mute your mic, over a plus c, or sine ax over a plus c. Please mute your mic, like this. Okay, now example for this, we can find the integral definite, indefinite, the application of integration also. So example, find number 1 integral of 3 sine x plus e to the power 2x dx. Number 2 integral of 6 cosine 2x minus 15 over x to the power 4 dx. The solution equal, this is 3, put it 3. The integral of sine equal negative cosine plus the derivative of e to the power x, this is the same, e to the power 2x over the coefficient of x equal to plus c, like this, directly. Now, this is equal what? This is equal integral of 6 cosine 2x, but must be put it x in the numerator. So raise the x, we must convert the exponent. Now the integration equal 6, the integral of cosine sine, we have 2x, but over 2 minus 15 x to the power negative 3 over negative 3 plus c. Now this is equal 6 over 2, we can remove 2, this is 1, remove by divide by 2 equal 3. So we have 3 sine 2x. Negative and negative we have positive. Okay, 15 over 3 equal 5, x to the power negative 3 plus c, like this. So we have, this is the final solution, or this one. Okay, and this one. This is for definite integration. Also we can find this is for indefinite. We can find for definite integration like this. Number 3, if we have integral from 0 to pi over 4, for what? For the function for x minus sine 2x dx. Firstly, we need to find the integral for 4x, so we have 4x squared over 2 minus the integral of sine equal negative cosine 2x over 2. Now we need to substitute pi over 4 and 0, but before that we have more simplify. 4 over 2 equal to x squared, like this, negative negative plus cosine 2x over 2. Now we can substitute pi over 4 and 0. Substitute pi over 4, so we have 2 pi over 4 all square plus cosine 2 multiply pi over 4 over 2. Substitute 0, we have 0 plus cosine is 0 over 2. Cosine is 0, note. Cosine is 0 equal 1. Cosine is 0, 1. So this is equal pi square 2 multiplied by square over 16. 2 pi square over 16 because 4 square also. Plus, remove a 2 with 4, we have 2. So cosine pi over 2 equal 0. So this is 0 minus 0 minus 1 over 2. So we have, remove 2 with 16, we have pi square over 8 minus half, like this. Okay. Any question? Any question? No, must be calculate. Okay, the steps of the solution. This is very important. But if we have multiple choice, you can find it by calculator directly. Okay, but in the final exam or ask you in the final exam, must be put in the steps. Okay. Find the average value of f of x equal cosine by x over 2 on the interval from 1 to 4. The solution to find the average value, f average, this is equal 1 over b minus a integral from a to b of what? Of f of x. This is a and this is b. So we have 1 over 4 minus 1 integral from 1 to 4 for f of x cosine pi x over 2 dx. This is equal 1 over 3 and the integral of cosine equal sine pi x over 2 over the coefficient of x pi over 2. Okay, now we need to substitute 1 and 4. This equal, substitute 4, 1 over 3. 1 over 3 is the denominator of denominator equal numerator, so we have 2 over 3 pi. 2 over 3 pi. And put it sign, substitute 4, we have pi multiplied by 4 over 2. Minus, now, two over 3 pi also, multiply by sign, substitute 1 pi over 2. Okay, now this is equal, this is 0 because this is 2 pi, so the sign 2 pi equal 0. The sign pi over 2 equal 1. So this is 0 and this is 1. So we have 2 over 3 pi minus, okay, sorry, this is 0 minus 2 over 3 pi. So we have negative 2 over 3 pi. This is the value of the average value for the function cosine pi x over 2 on the interval from 1 to 4. Okay, any question? We have the table, Yazid. This is table, you can use it for the sine and cosine. Wait. يخلص شحن. طيب. Angle, and we have sine and cosine. Okay. We have 0 degree or 0 radian, the famous angle, or pi over 6, 45 degree pi over 4, 60 degree pi over 3, 90 degree pi over 2, 180 degree pi, 270 degree 3 pi over 2, and 360 equal to pi. The sign of the 0, 0, the 31 over 2, 1 over radical 2, radical 3 over 2, 1, 0, negative 1, 0. This is the value of sine for famous angle. The cosine 1, radical 3 over 2, 1 over radical 2, 1 over 2, 0, negative 1, 0, 1. This is for sine and cosine, okay? You can use this table also. This is the famous angle. Otherwise, you can use calculator, no problem. Okay, any question? Any question? This is the main subject in this tutorial, okay? في حد عنده أي سؤال؟ Any question about this tutorial? Any question? طيب باقي لنا tutorial number 8. This is inshallah tomorrow we will finish the tutorial 8 and finish the all subject in this for this course. Okay. إن شاء الله بكرة راح نختم معكم. الأسبوع القادم يعني نخليكم يعني تراجعوا المواد وتجهزوا للاختبار قبل ما يبدأ العيد. أوكي. أي سؤال؟ أي استفسار؟ طيب نصل إلى هنا إلى ختام هذا اللقاء. إن شاء الله نلقاكم على خير غدا. دمتم في رعاية الله. متى يكون نهائي؟ موجود يا أحمد، موجود في الLMS. ذكرت متى في الLMS. أوكي، النهائي. خليني أتذكر لأن أنا حطيته من زمان. أنتم ما بتراجعوا الألماس. حطيته في الأسسمنت فاينل من 50. اللينك available on Wednesday. يوم الأربعاء راح يفتح اللينك 28/7 الساعة 5:05 مساء، وراح يتقفل اللينك يوم الجمعة 30/7 برضو الساعة 5:05 مساء. أوكي، هاي بس المطلع عليه. قال لكم من 28 إلى 30، لكن مش طول اليوم. التزموا حتى في الوقت. أوكي، يعطيكم العافية جميعا. نلقاكم على خير غدا. دمتم في رعاية الله، والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.